Look, I don't know if y'all know, but there are people out here in this world who are in relationships with someone they don't even trust. I mean, how is this even a thing? How can you be with someone, lay with someone, hee ha ha with someone you claim that you love, yet you don't trust them? This happens more than you know, and in tonight's video I'm going to talk about just that. The top signs that your man does not trust you. But before I start, make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, comment. You know what to do. Do all those amazing things for your guy, because I totally appreciate you for that. And if you haven't already, go binge on all my videos. I got mad videos now. So go have fun, entertain yourself, and let's get started with this one. The first top sign that your guy doesn't really trust you like that is when he acts funny to you when you hang out with any man. And I'm talking about any man, including your own relatives. I'm talking about your brothers, your cousins, even your dad. There are dudes out there who are jealous of their woman when they hang out with their own blood. Crazy, right? If he acts funny, weird, asking you all types of crazy questions when you hang out with men, it is a big sign that he does not trust you like that. Now, this is for women who are actually trustworthy, who never proved themselves to not be trustworthy to this man. Not y'all out there who are untrustworthy, you know what I'm saying, doing things you ain't supposed to be doing, right? These are for these type of women. You can't hang out with any man. Your doctor better not be a man. Your pastor better have a co-pastor who is a female. Your best friends need to be single and not have a man, so there's no chance of there being men around when they hang out with their best friends. These are the types of wild things that men who do not trust you think. Now, there's many reasons for this type of thing, but the biggest one is insecurity in that man. Insecurity will lead you to not trusting her. Insecurity will lead you to not trusting your partner, your mama, your daddy, and even your dog. Insecurity is a terrible thing to have. But anyway, coming back to this, if he acts weird around you anytime you hang out with a man, most likely it is because he does not trust you. The next top sign that your guy does not trust you is, piggybacking off of friends, he tries to keep tabs on your friends. This is an interesting one, because as we know, today social media runs the world. But another side to social media is that you're now able to be more nosy. You're able to investigate people, research people, and not just them, you're able to find out things about their friends, right? So if you're hanging out with your friends, people will use social media to go on their pages to see what y'all doing, to ultimately see what you're doing. Because friend posts pictures with friends, right? So if you're hanging out with your friend, he's going to think, if the man who doesn't trust you, he's going to think, all right, if I go to her friend's page, I'll be able to see what they're doing because I know she's posting pictures of my girlfriend because she's with my girlfriend. So let's see what they're doing. So he's always going to have your friends in close vicinity to him as well. He might add them, follow them. He has no shame in this. There's no embarrassment when it comes to this. He keeps tabs on your friends because he knows that will give him information about what you're doing. Staying on the topic of friends, the next top sign that he does not trust you is that he doesn't trust your friends. He doesn't trust your friends. He doesn't trust your best friend. He doesn't trust your friend group or your friend clique. He don't trust all of y'all. Because if he doesn't trust you, he's thinking birds of a feather flock together. So if he doesn't already trust you, he's definitely not going to trust them because he thinks y'all are all alike, doing the same things, talking about the same dudes or things. Y'all are all part of the same flock. Y'all, her friends, are all guilty by association in his eyes. So because of this, when you hang out with your friends or you're even talking about hanging out with your friends, you're going to get all these crazy questions from him. Where are you going? Why you're going there? For how long? The list goes on and on and on. The next sign, big sign, that he does not trust you, I kind of mentioned it just now, but he asks the question why a lot. He asks you why so many times. It's redundant. He probably asks you why every single day. Why does he ask you why? Because the fact he doesn't trust you, he needs to know the answer. He needs to know why you're doing the things you do. For what reason? What's the outcome? What's the desired outcome? How does that benefit you? How does that benefit us? He does not trust you, so he does not know the answers in his head. Because he felt like if he trusted you, he would know what you're about or what you're doing or why you do certain things. But because he doesn't trust you, the answer is unclear to him in his head. Untrustworthiness brings confusion. The next top sign that he does not trust you is he always asks you when. A man that always asks you when, there's a reason for that. But if he does not trust you, it's because he needs to know your locations at all times. And he needs to know at what time. Because he probably thinks you're cheating. He probably thinks you're doing something that he wouldn't like. So he needs to know the location and times of all things you do in your life. So the two questions, why, when, he's always going to ask you these things when he doesn't trust you. In fact, throw the whole group of questions that they taught us in grade school about, right? Why, when, what, where, and who. He's going to ask you that whole group of questions probably daily because he does not trust you. Another interesting sign that shows that he does not trust you is that he always wants you near him when you are either on the phone, talking on the phone, or scrolling on your phone. He gets aggravated if you decide to move away or go to another location in the house when you're on the phone or scrolling on the phone, because he does not trust you. He needs to know what you're doing, why you're scrolling, who you're talking to on the phone, what are y'all talking about. His mind is going crazy because, once again, he does not trust you. Like me, I usually walk away if I have company and I'm on the phone. I will walk away because I don't want to be talking while other people are talking. I don't want to interrupt their conversation or be rude. Like, that's just me. It has nothing to do with being untrustworthy. But because he doesn't trust you, he doesn't see that in you. He thinks you're being sneaky. He's thinking the absolute worst of you. So if you notice that he gets aggravated or angry even, or inquisitive and always asks you questions when you're scrolling on your phone, or you're too far from him when you're talking on the phone, or he can't hear your conversation or the things you say on the phone when you're talking on the phone, it is because most likely he does not trust you. It is a really hard position to be in when you are in a relationship with someone who does not trust you and you've done nothing to gain that untrust from them. That says more about them than it does you. Because if I ain't do nothing to you, don't put anything or your insecurities on me. That is the most unfair thing you can do. But a lot of people go through this in their relationships. It sucks. Never ignore these signs. And on the next video that I'm gonna post, probably tomorrow or the next couple of days, I'm going to talk about the signs that your guy does trust you. Because anytime I bring up a problem, I always try to bring up a positive side to it too. I'm just a positive guy. This is your guy Sealz. Thank you for coming back tonight and watching my video. And I will see y'all on my next video. Peace and blessings. Thank you for watching. Good night.